So we've got the dive centres joining us today. We've got Simon from Simply Diving in Spain. Hello, Simon.
Hi, Simon.
Hi, Simon.
How you doing? You all right?
Very well.
Jolly good.
You're looking very sun-kissed.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah, we're all looking really pale next to you right now.
Yeah. We've literally just got out the sea about 45 minutes ago.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I've just come straight from the beach.
Suntanned, and he's been blowing bubbles today. And we're not jealous at all.
Okay, and we've got Louise from Diveworld in Sheffield. Hi,
Good
Louise.
afternoon, everybody. How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
We're doing good.
And we've got Polly from Christal Seas. Hi, Polly.
Hi, Polly.
Hi. Hello again.
Hi. How you doing?
Good to see you.
So before we get into the questions that Craig and Amy are going to put to our guests today, I just wanted you guys to maybe sort of give us a brief introduction into your dive centres, tell everyone a little bit about who you are and what you do. So Simon, would you like to go first?
Yeah, I'd love to. So, my name is Simon. I'm a PADI course director, and I'm the owner of Simply Diving here on the Costa del Sol. We've had Simply Diving since 2008, based in Torremolinos near Malaga, and then 5 years ago we opened a second location in Marbella, so we dive quite a big stretch of coastline because we have the two different dive centres and different parts of the Costa del Sol. So our dive site stretch about 240 kilometres from a place called Marina del Este, which is up in the province of Granada, and it comes all the way down through Malaga, and then past Marbella and all the way down to Gibraltar, which is of course very famous for its shipwreck diving. And then a little bit beyond that is the southernmost tip of continental Europe, a place called Tarifa, which is just 12 kilometres across the Gibraltar Straits from Morocco, and we have some nice dive sites in Tarifa. So we have lots of different dive sites, and we mainly do courses and leisure diving, fun diving, and we're hoping that we're going to have an okay summer season, although of course we're not so sure what's happening at the moment. So that's a brief introduction to what we do.
Okay, cool. And I've dived every one of those sites that you've just said. So, and they're all fantastic sites. So, Louise, how about you?
Well, good afternoon, everybody. So I'm Louise, and I'm co-owner of Diveworld in Sheffield. Steve's my partner. He's a course director. I'm a master instructor. Diveworld's a 5-star instructor development centre. We've got the two of us working here full time, and then we've got a team of about 30 odd volunteers, about 14, 15 instructors. We've been based in Sheffield for, it'll be 21 years this year. Wow. So we're quite a well-established centre. We organise lots of trips around the UK. We've got some fantastic relationships with local skippers, charters, accommodations. So we really do encourage UK diving. But we also take lots of people abroad, when the airlines are flying anyway. So we do take people to Egypt. We've taken people to the Maldives. We've gone over to the Philippines, Indonesia, places like that. So we've got a very active dive club, and we are very proud to boast our very own mermaids. So we've got a 6-metre deep pool that we use a couple of times a month, and all the free divers come in there, and the mermaids, which are quite spectacular, and the divers love seeing that. You can imagine what the kids do when the mermaids go swimming by. So we've got a variety of things happening and planned for the rest of the year. We just have to see what the lockdown does in terms of easing restrictions for us.
Excellent. Okay, thank you, Louise. And obviously, last but not least, Polly.
Hi, yeah. So, I'm Polly, owner of Christal Sea Scuba. We're based in Norwich, and we've been running now about 20 years, training lots of divers locally. And again, like Louise, a typical busy UK dive centre, a great mix of training, UK trips around the coastline, lots of foreign holidays normally running. So yeah, a really good mix of local diving, holiday diving, and lots of training. We've got our own on-site swimming pool, so we do a lot of training in-house. We can train evenings, daytimes, weekends. So yeah, spend a lot of time in the water and love it. Yeah.
Simon, any final things you'd like to tell us about your dive centre and tell people about the fantastic prize that you've donated?
Yeah, thank you very much, chaps. Well, yeah, my final thought is that my fingers and every toes, all my toes are crossed for not just Simply Diving, but for the diving industry as a whole across here in Spain and the UK, because a successful dive industry benefits us all. And, you know, we're really hoping that divers can get back in the water. We know people are out there itching to get back in the water. It's their hobby. They're passionate about diving and they've really missed it. And we're hoping that, you know, as many people can get back in the waters as quickly but safely as possible. And I hope people know that Simply Diving is here. And at the moment we're opening, not to the same capacity as we have done before. But we're fully open and ready to offer courses in diving for anyone who can make it to us. And rest assured that just like the rest of the diving industry and the dive centres that are joining us here today as well, you know, we're doing absolutely everything we possibly can to allay any fears. And you can be rest assured that, you know, you're coming to a professional place. We're going to look after you and keep you safe. And the final thing is that we wanted to offer a PADI wreck diver specialty, which is done over a weekend. So it's a Saturday and Sunday. It's 4 dives, manual kit, certification all included. And that would be done on our local wrecks in and around Marbella. We've got some old fishing boats there. We've got a 300-year-old old French naval vessel from the Battle of Marbella of around 1705. Still the remnants of that ship there with cannons and cannonballs. And also possibly a chance to dive on the wrecks of Gibraltar. So it's a great opportunity to get a wreck diver specialty here in Spain. And maybe if you're in July and August, September, you might even be able to do it in a shorty.
So very much to echo what Simon was saying there, we want to welcome all our customers and our students back. We want to reassure them that we're up and running. We've got all this, you know, correct procedures in place. We're going to keep them as safe as we possibly can. We can't wait to see them all again. We can't wait to see our skippers, meet up with people in the accommodations again, go to the quarries. We want to go back there. We might be going back a little bit more often in smaller groups. So we're hoping for good weather. We're hoping that everyone's going to come back in droves throughout July, August, September and October, and that we can get back to doing what we do really well. We are offering a Enriched Air specialty, so that anyone that is lucky enough to win this prize can do it online. So anybody from anywhere, we're quite happy to encourage someone to do the Enriched Air specialty so that you can take that wherever you go. And also, just recently, we've been appointed as an LCAS provider. So anyone that's either in the services, the armed services, or has just left the armed services, they get learning credits and they can put them towards training courses and we can provide those courses for them. Other than that, I'd like to wish you all a fantastic ease to lockdown, a fantastic return to the new normal, and I wish you all a lot of prosperity and lots of happy, safe diving.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And that's a great initiative. And Jim and I and Amy too look forward to meeting up with you at Cape and Ray or Stony Cove or somewhere in a wet paddle somewhere. But thank you so much for joining us today.